Now I'm going to talk about the stock. I don't want to take it off, but basically what we do to cut these stocks down, they're about this much longer. So I start by unscrewing, it's a Phillips head screw. I start by unscrewing the buttstock that comes with the gun. Take it off, set it down and save it for something. I'm not sure what we're saving it for yet, but save it. And then I have a Kickeez pad on here, but we switched to Limbsavers on some and we seem to like those better because they're a little softer. But this is definitely, the Kickeez is definitely softer than the stock pad. So unscrew it, set the stock one aside, get the Limbsaver one. First you're going to take your stock and you're going to take a piece of masking tape and tape around here to the line you want. So if my stock's here, I'm going to have a piece of masking tape right to here, and then I'll know where I'm going to cut. And I've just cut them with what's handy because I'm going to put them on a big sander and I know that I can flatten it out. So I've cut them with a Dremel, I've cut them with a hacksaw, I've cut them with a jeweler's saw, I think. So try to make sure if you don't have access to a good sander that you can sand the entire stock base flat with. Make sure your cut is square and all that. So I cut it off, I square it up. You know, obviously I have the gun mostly apart so it's not all heavy. But then I sand it, and then I take, and inside here, there's 2 pilot holes for the screws for the butt pad. And I'll drill them a little bit deeper with the appropriate size drill bit. And then I'll screw the pad back on, and it's going to stick out. So it's not going to mesh up to your stock perfectly. It's going to be bigger. So you're going to have to grind that down either on a sander. You could use a Dremel, it'd take you a long time. So if you have a belt sander somewhere, that is an awfully good thing to have and to use. Or find somebody who has a belt sander, like your dad or your grandpa, and go over to their house and make a mess with the black rubber. And wear glasses because it's going to spit stuff in your face and you're going to be all filthy. But then sand it down, and while you're doing that, keep some tape over the stock, and then you won't scratch up your stock. Or if you have QD mounts, you won't scratch your QD mounts if you put some tape over this. Then screw it back down and you should be good to go. I round it a little here, a little here. Some people round the bottom one more so it doesn't catch in their jersey, but I like it this way. And some people will put a pad on their stock. My boys and my husband all put a pad on theirs. I like it just like this because of where my eyes are when I shoot slugs. All right, so that's that. Fits about like so. Still seems a little long, but I don't want to take it too much shorter because I might share the gun with my husband and the boys. So that's that. Next time we'll talk about springs, mag tube springs.